Welcome to Reading the Game, the show where I read the game, you get to listen to me read the game. I get one of my 10,000, and we all get to learn something about our favourite games. Today we're back with some Library of Ruina, and we're reading things from the Full Stop Office. Are you ready to learn about how useless guns are in this universe? Let's go. Who should we start with? Ip Dip Doo. Maybe not that one because it's purple. So I will choose between these two and it will be this one. Tamaki it is. There aren't many workshops that can craft guns. Setting aside the low demand, the difficulty of acquiring a firearms manufacturing license and the head's strict guidelines are the biggest limitations. The guidelines include clauses such as the maximum length of the gun barrel must be shorter the higher the gun's caliber is, no gun should possess the firepower to penetrate steel or building walls, a gunfire sound must be audible, and I haven't even started on the bad ones yet. The first page of the guideline bodily states, do not research or imagine technology that infringes the firearm manufacturing guidelines as provided by the head along with the license. I'm not a gunsmith myself, so I don't know the detail, and I frankly don't want to know any more than that. There certainly are workshops permitted to make S-class firearms, but I'm guessing only 3 to 5 of them exist in the entire city. Who do they take requests from? Where are they? And what kind of people run them? They're all a mystery. The most I could hear was a rumour that an S-class workshop existed somewhere. I bet there's some, collector of firearms. It's never even been fired. He just has them. I could see someone in the city being like that. People say that their head put heavy restrictions on firearms because they don't want its denizens to be harmed too easily. It's true that a gun can effortlessly kill a person with one well-placed shot. That's not all. The assailant doesn't have to show themselves to attack, and a flying bullet is simply too fast for the average person to track with their eyes, making it a fine weapon for stealthily killing others. But making it harder to kill people doesn't seem good enough a reason to impose such restrictions. What about the countless other trifling and useless methods that exist to kill people? I just cannot understand that they would see this as a solely philosophical issue. Are you asking if it's because the wings don't have sufficient technological expertise? I'm not here for senseless chatter. The wings could easily make superior weapons with their technology. There's no real reason they couldn't improve upon current designs. There are probably some people who feel the same as me. They don't question it further or try to dig deeper into the truth because, well, they have their hands full with making ends meet, and they don't want to risk losing it or meddling in business secrets, I suppose. This was something that really shocked me. Full Stop brought in the issue of guns, which is honestly something I didn't even think about. It didn't occur to me that up until now I hadn't faced anyone that used a straight up gun. I just kind of went by anime rules and assumed everyone just didn't bother with them. But then Full Stop came along and told us that there is a reason for this, and I appreciate that. It's very interesting. Stefan, what do you have for us? Few fixers use guns for self-defense. Bullets cost an arm and a leg, and foes who are relatively powerful tend to dodge shots like it's nothing. And I can barely graze them. There's not a lot of ways to react to enemies closing in either. You'd have to be quick on the draw and shoot them in their weak spots. If you aren't, the other options are running away or grabbing some prop to guard yourself. Like hell, that'll save you. It takes several augmentation procedures to carry something as heavy as a firearm and run fast. If you're a sniper, you'll be busy packing up your weapons, mounting everything, have to make unnecessarily big movements. And what if the precious gun gets damaged if you try blocking your foe's attack with it? Oh, was talking about the kinds of guns me and Tamaki use, not firearms in general. You see, what Liwi's... Apology if I get that. Liwei's carrying. I heard there are larger rifles and some that come with bayonets for close quarters combat. But mind you, those guns have their fair share of downsides, so don't be too quick to buy them. You might as well save money and get a quality workshop weapon or an augmentation surgery instead. Hell, you should probably buy a fine weapon with the money it takes to buy bullets for target practice. You weren't planning on using guns in actual fights without practicing, were you? I mean, go ahead, if you really want to dislocate your shoulders and several fingers. Despite this, there are still workshops that manufacture guns and people who use them. Guns are just that comfortable to use. Most heavy taxes won't be a problem as long as you use your gun for its intended purpose. How many defenseless thugs standing in the middle of the street care to notice a bullet flying towards them? Of course, it'd be better to get specially made workshop devices that use special technology to muffle the sound of gunfire, but don't expect too much. There's currently no technology in our world that can completely cancel out noise, and it won't exist in the foreseeable future. You won't need that to make guns work, though. All it takes is an advantageous situation. Why did these guys ever go for guns? All they have is bad things to say, other than it shoots bullets, but they're kind of useless. I feel like these guys purely exist for the lore of guns. Like, that's the only reason they exist. Because otherwise no one would use guns. Literally no one else uses guns that I've come across so far. Liwei! He looks so cool. He looks like a secret agent. He's very cool. A colour is the dream and lifetime goal of all fixers who wish for freedom. Those who have been assigned a colour are called colours. A colour is the pride of a fixer and associations. They put forward their colours as great successful people that other fixers will look up to. They dream of earning wealth and fame, and to be free like them one day. Colours are assigned by the Hana Association. They're bundled into a category because the Hana deemed them to be the most ideal fixers, because they're most adequate individuals to deal with the stars of the city. The title of a colour is forcibly given to fixers who qualify essentially. Can a fixer be truly happy with freedom that was forcefully handed to them? Why colours of all terms when there are many other stylish words to choose from? I have no comment to make since I don't know the reason myself. My assumption is that colours are used to give people hues representing them, make it easier to refer and remember them by. It may not be the answer you're expecting, but it can't be helped. The colours have their own way of working, and they have basically nothing in common. It's akin to how visible colours have their own vibrant characteristics. In that sense, the term colours isn't entirely off-putting. Like, the other two are all about the bullets and why you should never use guns. And then you got Liwei here talking about colours, because I think this is the first time in the game we really got a good look at blue reverb. So I suppose it makes sense that we're getting a bit more colour lore, and what makes me nervous, I suppose, is because they're the most adequate individuals to deal with the stars of the city. And guess where I just got in the game? Oh no! Oh no! It makes me excited to play more, but I do have a lot of avnos to deal with first before I get that far. Exciting! I also don't like the whole forced on them thing. It makes me think of oh, Sweet Red Mist. Sweet. She's not sweet, but she's pretty. And I wonder, like, did she ever want to be the Red Mist? Or was she just doing her job? She doesn't seem like someone who had that kind of ambition in the first place. So to forcefully hand it on her, that kind of makes sense. It feels like she was just doing her job and people were like, hey, you're the red mist now. And she's like, oh, okay, cool. Carry on. And that is it for the Full Stop Office. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Brownie Rose Smith. And I have been reading the game! Next time we'll be talking about the Dawn Office. Salvador Nuno. It's only 2 pages. And that's because someone else escaped. And I still haven't managed to deal with him because he keeps running away! But anyway. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. This has been Brownie Rose Smith, and we read the game. Goodbye!